Hey everyone, Matt Jarbo here with $3 Theater, and I have got some, oh my god, news so good. I binge your head. I binge your head, yeah. I'm an idiot, okay? I'm an idiot. But first off, let me say, I'm a child of the 80s and of the 90s, okay? I was born in 1982, came into my own in the mid-90s, was watching a lot of SNL, a lot of sketch TV. I know Strange Brew is one of my favorite movies. I know Canadian comedy. My mom was born in Canada. I'm first-generation Canadian-American, so I love Canadian comedy. And one of the best shows to come out of Canada outside of the Red Green Show was Kids in the Hole. This show that ran from 1989 to 1995 out of Toronto featured some of the funniest people ever to grace any form of entertainment. And over the span of the last, oh god damn, what's it been, 15 years 14 years since they've been off the air? Or no, 24 years since they've been off the air. My bad, my math is terrible. It shows you how old I'm getting. It's just, we've been missing some of that comedy. Well, apparently not for long, because according to Deadline here, Amazon is set to bring back cult Canadian sketch series The Kids in the Hall, saying the Chicken Lady and the Head Crusher are coming back. Amazon Prime Video is set to bring back new episodes of Kids in the Hall. This marks the first Canadian Amazon original series, saying the original kids, Dave Foley, Kevin McDonald, Bruce McCullough, Mark McKinney, and Scott Thompson, are all set to return for 8 episodes, and they will reprise fan favorite characters from the series, which ran from 1989 to 1995 on CBC in Canada and stateside on CBS, HBO, and Comedy Central. The series will be executive produced by SNL creator Lorne Michaels, saying here, even after 30 years, the Kids in the Hall have retained its brilliance and originality. We are happy to bring back all of the original kids for a new season or new series. And that's great, because here's why that's great. If you've never seen Kids in the Hall, go, when this video is done, just start watching clips. You will laugh your ass off. I still remember the series finale where they had the one on there about how Hitler blanks a donkey. And it's just like the stupidest damn thing they could put out there. And they didn't care. I mean, their 1996 movie Brain Candy was very stupid, but it's still so incredibly funny. And my friend and I still quote that occasionally to one another when it's the very opening of the movie, and it's all like they're talking about this or it's in the middle of the movie and they're talking about this drug called, I think it was like Gleamex or something, right? Or Zemex or whatever. And this cab driver played by Mark McKinney, so it's made for monkey cum, you know. They get a whole bunch of monkeys to watch monkey porn and they all jerk off, and that's what it's made of. I'm paraphrasing, but it's still funny. Nonetheless, it's just the show, the characters, the actors, they're so funny. And I feel like over the span of the last 20 some odd years, not many of them have got their due. One of the things that drew me to watching the NBC show Superstore was Mark McKinney playing the role of Glenn, the store manager. Being that I grew up watching Kids in the Hall, probably, maybe not getting all the humor because I was still so young, I still love Mark McKinney. I can still recognize Dave Foley's voice. I watch A Bug's Life with my kids the other day, and Dave Foley is, he's Flick, and I'm just laughing my ass off because I'm like, it's Dave Foley. A lot of people in the States might know him from news radio, which makes the most amount of sense. But for me, I grew up watching Kids in the Hall. So that to me was something that was entirely how I got introduced to Dave Foley. Kevin McDonald has been around for a long time, more often than not voicing certain characters, and you would always end up recognizing his voice. Bruce McCullough directed a couple movies afterward. I think he did Superstar, the Mary Catherine Gallagher sketch show, the Molly Shannon one from SNL. That wasn't very good, but he did a couple other ones in the early 2000s and then kind of dropped off. And then, of course, Scott Thompson, who is very funny. We didn't really see much out of Scott Thompson after that, and that was unfortunate. But bringing these guys back together is a very, very, very good thing. It's like when Netflix brought back David Cross and Bob Odenkirk for Mr. Show with Bob and David. That was really funny. This is bringing back the original team. They're going to be reprising fan favorite characters. You know you were going to get it. I just wish your head. You know we're going to get that. And it's going to be really funny. I can't wait. I can't wait. This is going to be great. Now, but let's talk about really quickly. Let's touch upon the potential controversy. We are in a much different society than we were during the 6 years that this show ran. We are in a much different, safer spaced world in regards to comedy in some aspects, right? I mean, look at what happened with Dave Chappelle and all the Rotten Tomato reviewers that gave his show a 0%, but the fans came in and were like, y'all dumb, this was funny. And we're going to get a lot of that here. These guys are not going to hold back at all. At all. They're going to lampoon and make fun of everything society has to offer. And this time around, they're on internet streaming. There are no censors. There are no moderators. There's nothing holding them back. Even Lorne Michaels, who's going to be back involved with this, is probably going to let them do whatever they want. Because he does keep it relatively safe a bit on SNL at times. I think they could go a little bit harder, but I think Kids in the Hall was always the antithesis to SNL. As much as I like SNL, and I still enjoy SNL, Kids in the Hall always felt like that, like it was like the Canadian brother, right? The one they didn't really talk about very often, but the one who smoked a lot of pot and was really fun to hang out with. That's how Kids in the Hall felt compared to SNL. And all things considered, if you had to ask me what would I rather take, had in between that time period, I probably would have chosen Kids in the Hall over Saturday Night Live, just because of how irreverent it was, how over the top it was, how in your face it was, and how very 90s it was. And so for the upcoming boomer that I am, because I'm like 12 years away from hitting 50, like I kind of feel like I'm down for that. I'm so down for that. I can't wait for the show to come back. I'm so excited for this. It will. We don't know when it's going to be coming out. We don't know when. Probably sometime in 2021, I would assume, maybe later this year. I mean, these shows don't take that long to film. They're probably already heavily working on it right now. So I'll keep you guys informed when we know more, and I'll definitely be watching and I'll definitely be reviewing. And if you guys are a fan of this stuff, let me know down in the comments, because I would love to get some people on board to talk about this when it drops. We can laugh, we can have a good time. That to me is going to be so much fun. Anyway, I will talk to you guys all later. Have yourself a great day. Leave your comment below. Let me know your favorite Kids in the Hall sketch, or if you are going to go learn about who they are, definitely have them, type it down below. And also check out the Whitest Kids You Know, because they're as funny, and they need to come back as well. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out.